Chairman Rick Crawford, Congressman, Chairman, great to see you. Quickly do the math for us. How many Republicans need to be switched from a nay or a to a yay here? And are any Democrats in the House on board with this reauthorization?
You know what? I don't want to get into a whip count. I will say this. I would love to see 218 Republicans. I'd like to see all Republicans say yes to this. And it'd be nice to get some Democrats to come along with us as well. I suspect we're going to get a mix. I think that we're going to have a critical mass and a majority of Republicans that support this. When I say majority, I think an overwhelming majority. I don't like the idea of us having to go into this with relying on Democrat votes. Because we can't count Democrat votes and we can't count on Democrat votes. So we have to do this ourselves as much as anything. And so that's why we're taking a little extra time here at the end to make sure that everybody's concerns are addressed and still making sure that we can answer the call if and when it's necessary. 702 is a critical part of our intelligence collection, and it's a vital national security tool. And so we want to make sure that we keep that authorized.
I get the criticality of this tool. The word FISA, though, strikes a lot of concern in people's hearts because they remember an era not that long ago when FISA was abused badly. Now, I know 2 years ago you passed a law that helped to change some of that. But, Chairman, maybe you can talk about why you think Americans shouldn't be concerned about a clean extension here, because I think more than a few are sympathetic with the idea that we should make it harder for the government to collect information on its own citizens.
Well, so we're conflating a couple issues here. One is that this is the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, number one. Number two, what we're talking about with 702 is different than what you're describing as a Title I breach. So going back to not that long ago, as you mentioned, in recent history, the first Trump administration, what we saw was evidence of folks in the intelligence community and the FBI abusing Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act because they lied to FISC judges in a Title I warrant solicitation, basically. And they were granted those warrants, and not only once, twice, three times, but renewed several times against many in the Trump either administration or part of his campaign, or that were operating on behalf of President Trump, sometimes maybe not even with Trump's knowledge, but they were targets of some individuals in the intelligence community as well as the FBI. And basically they lied to the FISC court. They manipulated and used a tool for foreign intelligence surveillance to go after people who were advocating for President Trump. That's the problem. 702, as the title implies, is under Title VII. It's a little different. This is designed to outwardly go after and collect against foreign targets.
Right.
And so it's much more tightly controlled.
Right. There is so much miscommunication even from Republicans a few Republicans who talk about the 702. At the end of it, is this going to pass out of the House, Congressman?
Yes, it has to. We're going to get this done this week. It has to. We will. And I'm confident. And, you know, it's like a lot of things that we do in the House today. Sometimes it gets right down to the finish line. But I'm confident, you know, everybody's coming to the table with the best intentions. There's nobody that doesn't have the best intentions for this country at heart when they come with their suggestions. And so we want to hear that and make sure that we're listening to folks.
Can you quickly, though, speak to why it's so critical right now, given the national security environment? We're in a conflict with Iran in the Middle East.
Sure. I can give you three reasons. One is absolute resolve, epic fury, and midnight hammer. Those are three that without the 702 would not have been possible. I can also tell you that our ability to go after targets in Syria, ISIS-related targets, would not have been possible without 702. It's critical. And so we need to make sure that we maintain that authorization. And can you strike the balance where we're protecting U.S. citizens? Absolutely we can. And that's really what the argument is right now. Are we doing that? And under the previous authorization back 2 years ago, the FISA reforms, 56 reforms. Most, if not all of them, have been implemented. I think this 18-month extension gives us the opportunity, as a look back,
Right.
compliance is great, all those things, and it gives us the opportunity to look at other areas we might be able to adjust.
Okay, House Intelligence Committee Chairman Rick Crawford, thanks for being with us tonight.
You bet. Thank you.